Hey guys, it's me Kisameunlimited. I'm logging on to Dev Pro because this is going to be the first time I'm going to do a deck profile in a long time. If you want to win a free pack, me and Spidey are giving away free packs. If you want to win one, you got to leave a comment of the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you do, you could possibly win a free pack. The last video of me doing the 6 Pet the Paint Challenge got 300 likes. So if you stay tuned to the end of this video, I will have a randomizer pick out a winner of that. So don't forget to look forward to that, and I'm going to go and I'm going to look right into the deck. The deck I'm going to show today will be my Dalek Frog OTK build. And if this segment does good of me showing my decks, I will probably show all 6 decks I used throughout the 6 Pet the Paint Challenge. I mean, I always wanted to do deck profiles. I'm sad that I can't do the decks like in real life, because I'm always like 1 or 2 cards short, but because of that, I'm never done with my decks. My decks are always constantly rotating.
Yeah, well, you can go ahead and have your 6 stinking decks, because all I need is this one.
Round 3.
Alright, well, I'm going to start off with, Mega Mobius. Since Mega Mobius, the whole deck with frogs is basically just him getting on the field, and just without the ability to, activate in response is so crucial to this deck. Because the one thing about this deck is that this deck is like a spirit bomb. It's like I have to stand completely still and I'm just like, I have to charge up for fucking Cannon Soldier. So any little damage I can get in between is very crucial. Because the deck is like Gaga Cowboy in a sense. If I can get you down to a certain amount of life points, you lose. That's simple. That's pretty much the simple thing of the deck. It's just if I get you down a certain amount, you will lose. Next card, since I played 2 Mobius, because I tried running 3, but he became too, inconsistent for me. I kept getting him dead in my hand when I needed to get my frogs in the graveyard as soon as possible. So next I play is Gores. Gores is pretty much self-explanatory. I need the protection. The only protection the deck has is me being able to swamp Treeborn on the field and hopefully save myself with a Battle Fader. So Gores is, I don't like adding Tragodia much because I don't even want to take the damage, and it's not like I really want to banish the card to my graveyard with Ronin Totem in the first place. So then Caius. Caius is half and half, because a part of me was thinking maybe I want to throw in the Fire Monarch and try him out. I was even thinking about making this deck change even to, I was thinking about using Ice Hand and Fire Hand and be able to play the Fire Monarch that I could burn more while I would do the cannon thing. I tried it, didn't work out in my favor, but Caius has always never let me down. He could still do that 24 damage maybe in the beginning of the game, which is very, very crucial. And there have been times where, I could just chuck himself and just, take the 1,000 if I really desperately need it. Sea Lancer I'm half and half with. Sea Lancer is good because there are times where if I really need to bring back my banished frogs to do the OTK, Sea Lancer is the only card to do it for me. And Sea Lancer is the type of card, maybe even if it's just one time to protect myself, or just to get the extra consistency of just getting Duke Frog's effect off, that I can get a Swap Frog just to keep getting the OTK ready is everything. Alright, next is Toon Cannon Soldier. Toon Cannon Soldier, I chose Toon Cannon Soldier over regular Cannon Soldier because having Cannon Soldier, since this deck is very consistent, Cannon Soldier by himself isn't very good. The thing is, at least with the Toon tables, I get the quick out to Toon Cannon Soldier as soon as possible. I will most likely get Toon table pretty quickly, so that means I get Toon Cannon Soldier pretty quickly early in the game. So, and his pretty much not the focus of the deck, but he's very helpful. Then I have run 2 Mother Grizzlies. Mother Grizzly is pretty much just an out to just thin down my deck and to get to Swap Frog quickly so I can mill more frogs. Submarine Frog, I originally had him at 2, but I've been bumping him down to 1 because he is a good piercer, but only under very, very selective terms. So he ain't very good, but I do need the targets of frogs to make it go off. Swap Frog is pretty much self-explanatory. He is the best frog that you could possibly ask for, and he's pretty much that gets all the frogs into the graveyard as soon as possible for you. Flip Flop Frog, he is the most adorable like funniest frog that I see. It doesn't when I see him, I'm like, he's like all over the place, and he's so funny. So I like Flip Flop Frog, and he's not so bad because it's just like if you attack with an XYZ fusion or whatever, it's just like, oh, you flip it, bounce it back, and a decent chunk of the time, no one's gonna want to attack a Treeborn Frog because, you know, because it's just like, oh, it's just gonna revive itself, whatever. And sometimes they attack Flip Flop Frog thinking it's Dupe Frog, and then, oh, I bounce back 2 cards, and that alone could be, it's like Penguin Soldier a little, but it's a decent card, and you can flip it back and forth if you want. Then there's Rodent Totem. I originally had Rodent Totem at 1, and then back to 2, and then back to 1, and now it's back to 2. I'm very wishy-washy with this card, because the deck, since the deck is like a Spirit Bomb, and basically building up the frogs is what makes the deck shoot you and win. And now with a lot of people playing Soul Charge and Warning and a lot of cards that have a lot of cost and life points and nobody gives a fuck, this deck is actually pretty effective at what it does. You want to waste your life points, so like recklessly, this deck takes advantage of that weak point. And then Dupe Frog. Dupe Frog is basically the search to swap Frog. I don't think I even need to explain him. I mean, if you play 2, your opponent can't attack, but I do not really need it for that. I need it just to get Swap Frog. Poison Draw Frog. Poison Draw Frog is in there basically just for the Sea Lancer. You know, if you play him with Sea Lancer, you get a +1 if it's gone. And then I play my 2 Treeborn Frogs. There's no real reason why I need to play 2, but I never had an issue with playing 2 in the past, so I just like it. Alright, then there's 3 Battle Faders. Battle Fader has been the card that I did not want to fit in this deck, but it's like if I need to wait, I need to have the protection. So it's just like he's basically the card that saves me from losing my games. Dark Hole, Dark Hole, like, I don't really want to. Personally, I probably would want another salvage over Dark Hole, just because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what my opponent's gonna do, because Mobius could take care of the back row, and I don't really give a fuck about the front row, because I could just use shit like Enemy Controller. I don't really care. But Dark Hole's just there under those certain situations that you need to get shit off the board. Toon Table is just for consistency. Salvage is to pretty much just get all the frogs back, just to toss them again with Swap Frog, so I can just get to my shit as quickly as possible to bring out the Dalek OTK. The MSTs are in there for when I summon Toon Cannon Soldier and I cannot protect him. It's like that's one of the most fearful things, is when I have the OTK ready and I have to take a gamble with face down cards with it, and that is one of the riskiest things. And lastly is 3 enemy controls, just to basically take my opponent's monster either to swing directly to reduce their life points, or play Caius or Mobius or Sea Lancer. All that doesn't matter. My extra deck, I don't want to brag about my extra deck, because the majority of the time I never even use my fucking extra deck. So all these things are pretty unimportant to me, like, you know, number 1, 107, Felgrand, Gaia, Tyrus, number 61, Shining Elf, Augusto Phoenix, Herald, Gotchi, pretty self-explanatory, Dark Mist, Ghost Trick Delon, and then Utopia Roots and Slacker Magician. Pretty much the only thing I ever used in my extra deck that was beneficial to the deck itself has been Gotchi over time and Herald of the Sacred, Herald of Pure Light. Because, I mean, when you really count it up, let's count the frogs. There's 500, 1,000, 15, 2,000, 25, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 45, 5,000, 55, 6,000. So if I get all my frogs in the graveyard, I could do 6,000 damage. And the majority of the time, Treeborn jumps on your field in your standby phase. That's 65 damage, and Cannon Soldier could do an extra 500 by targeting himself. So that's 7,000 damage this deck could do just in itself. And that's not even counting shit like Caius and just targeting himself under certain situations. And that's just saying that my deck will not hurt you. There are times where it's like I could easily play the Mobius or the Caius or the Sea Lancer to bring your life points down. But the Toon, it's like, but that's what it is. It's like I'm fighting you, but the difference is I have my graveyard growing, and while my graveyard is growing, I could just take advantage of that, and later, when you wasted your resources on the Monarchs and Sea Lancer, and then I could just blow fucking the Spirit Bomb at you, and I win. I exterminate you.
Exterminate!
Being a deck inventor is probably one of the most unique things, because when you could make a deck of your own and try to make it different, that's what makes it cool. It's just an interesting deck. A lot of my friends, oh man, that's a dick deck. It's no different from a burn deck. But I'm like, yeah, but it's a loop deck that can beat the shit out of you while it's burning you. That's a beautiful concept to me. And of all like dick decks that I've ever played, burn decks were always that deck for me. If you guys actually really like this segment of me showing my decks, I will show God Complex, Vigilante, all my other decks if this segment gets 300 likes. If it gets 300 likes, I will continue doing this segment. I don't have an issue with doing it. I mean, this was just my take on it, and I would love to see other people's takes on it. I just wanted to be the first person to announce this deck to the world, because the Cannon Soldier Frog thing has existed, but it never really incorporated Monarchs or Sea Lancer or Toon Cannon Soldier. It's always been regular Cannon Soldier and just frogs and wetlands and crap. Mine is pretty much different from all the other ones that have existed over the years, and there haven't been many. So, give me your opinion of my deck. This is my third deck in my Six Path of Pain challenge, so you guys get a little idea of how my creative mind works. The person that won the free pack of Legacy of a Valiant is in the side on the, right by my deck. So, you sir or ma'am, you want a free pack. So, you have 48 hours to collect your prize, or it will be given to somebody else, so don't forget to message me. And that's pretty much it. So like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. That's why me and Spidey are giving away free packs, because everybody that subscribes, it's greatly appreciated, because we are trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so we're trying everything in our power to do it. So yeah, so whatever you guys, can you bring people here? It's greatly appreciated. So I'm grateful that you took the time to watch my video and check out my deck. And have a good day. Don't attack me, bro. No.